What specific steps will you take to ensure Piscataway's government will be open, responsive, and working for all residents?
I think I have a pretty good track record on transparency and openness, but some of the things that we can do that we already do, we could do better. For starters, returning our planning and zoning board meetings to being both in person and hybrid, I think is really important. Those meetings should be held both in person and hybrid, because if we start to not hold some meetings in person, it's a very slippery slope to really eviscerating the Open Public Meetings Act, which is New Jersey's underpinning, constitutional requirement that decisions that affect the public get made in a public forum, right? So we should be doing that. And we should be doing that with all of our commissions. All of our open meetings, our commissions, our advisory boards, all of those should be available to anybody to come either in person or to be available to participate remotely. So I think we can open that up tremendously. I support strengthening, not gutting, the Open Public Records Act, which is very much at risk right now in the state legislature. So aside from this campaign and voting for us, the other thing I would ask you to do is to call Joe Danielson and our state senator Bob Smith and tell them to protect the Open Public Records Act. That requires municipalities and every government agency that's subject to it, except the legislature, to provide you with a written record if you ask for it. If there's an email about something, they have to provide it to you in a very short time frame. And you have a lot of rights as residents under the Open Public Records Act to get that information. And unfortunately, our state assembly person is leading the charge to just completely gut the Open Public Records Act. So I will commit to you right here and now that under an administration that I lead, we will be the most transparent, most open, and most accountable administration this town has ever seen.